You are a very large man. Keep fighting a good fight.
What is good, fellas, and welcome to Strivelock 3, where we have the Elphelt mirror starting us off. We up against RubeePrison. We really good player in the Pandemonium, now dipping their toes into Strivelock. And these two builds are very different, so we've got something interesting. We has time, healing over time, poison, which is great on Elphelt, and damage, right? Nothing but damage. But Total Lover, as we know, is RubeePrison, is rocking the build of life sustain with the poison. As we know, going poison on Elphelt is clever, as your combos do last a while and there's a lot of hits to build up. So it makes sense to go poison both sides. But one wants more damage and the other one wants more sustainability. That's what we're seeing here. Yeah, without a doubt, Ruby has a very strong build. However, Wheat is historically known to do well into RubeePrison in terms of fighting, you know? So curious. My green and yellow thing's not working. You're right. I swear I put it down. Okay, give me a sec. Yellow. Yeah, no, it's tweaking out every time I put a bracket in. Let me try again. Okay, there we go. Should be working now. Yeah, it is, but RubeePrison's name is a bit long for that. So, you know what? As long as you know one is yellow, I think, yeah, you'll be fine. You'll be fine. Oh, very nice. Getting so much leeway off of this, the damage is piling on. It does appear that RubeePrison is stuck in the corner. Gets the back throw though, and that is quite a bit of poison. However, keep in mind the passive health regen lowers the damage that poison's doing. So that's a positive to have. Oh, again! Throw lips! That's his throw fighter! YRC this time, not a bad idea. Oh, through the wall. Okay, already off to a fantastic start. RubeePrison's sustain build. Looking to keep her alive. Alright, here we go. Back to it. 1-0 to RubeePrison. The score hasn't updated. God damn, I love this website. Yeah, 1-0 RubeePrison. RubeePrison's been looking pretty solid overall with the build. We can definitely see that there's a stronger build on the side of RubeePrison. The sustain is doing a ton. However, continuing that, is well aware of how to fight Elphelt. Both players are very aware of that fact. So I can't imagine this being a very like this is already a tricky matchup, and then you add the builds to it. It gets trickier, you know? It gets very, very tricky. Wheat's build is very damage based, as you can see. It's at the top left there. Very, very damage based. Wanted to focus on hitting hard, not caring about the meter, and having some form of passive health and damage. Unfortunately though, I don't know if it's going together as well as Wheat wants. However, the damage is high. This is true. One combo just did 50% to RubeePrison. That's something you've got to keep in mind. So if a snowball does happen, it's pretty good. As we saw there, Keldon basically free interactions. Elphelt doesn't do that. Elphelt does not do that. If she gets free interactions, it was free good hits. RubeePrison striking back. Oh my god. Good chunk belt. Jumps over. Try play cool. Beautiful 6B. Gets a solid hit. Keep the pressure on with the Rekkas. Ay. Decent bit of chip belt. However, needs to get the hit. Gets the load to the RC. And beautifully done from RubeePrison. 2-0 Wheat. How will you adapt? Alright, back to it! We're not seeing a change in the builds. Wheat is still confident that it can work. However, RubeePrison, it's not made it easy. Oi. Yeah, character that still is Vena. Wink, wink. Yeah, of course. Nudge, nudge. Oh! Unfortunate circumstances. However, still has the corner, but the air throw to deny the Bum Bum Chocola. That is scary. What? That's a thought? I haven't thought of that. That's interesting. Wait, what? Is that tech? Huh. Wait, that's not what I thought about. So basically what that was Wheat pressing all 4 buttons. Probably wanted an RC. If you don't know, pressing all 4 buttons will let you tag out with a teammate. However, there's no teammates to tag into, so does that mean you get better cancels? You know? Like, that's interesting. Oh, he sent you flying. If so, I would like to see the tech. I would like to see tech. But the damage build coming into play killed her. It basically, like, in a matter of 30 seconds, hits really. Back in, we saw the damage build really kick in there. Like, it's starting to hurt. It's starting to adapt slowly to the set. So we're seeing that maybe it's a build where it just enhances a player's skills, you know? Like, give it time. And then it comes into fruition because you understand your opponent, you know? Whereas RubeePrison's build just sort of benefits from getting hits, you know? It just benefits from playing the game normally. Wait, oh, the challenge with the 2K! Not an AERO doing any inputs, so it's very useless. But can you not cancel though? Can you not maybe cancel? Like, could you cancel off of 6H on Nagoriyuki? Is that a thought? Oh, the challenge with the 6P! Does nothing. It just does nothing. Okay, unfortunate. Aye, through the wall. Well, not through the wall. We haven't seen a lot of wall breaks. That's an interesting thought. You cannot. Oh, that sucks. Damn. I thought we found tech, but it is what it is, I suppose. Good hit with the bomb. My god, look at the damage build, man! She's hitting really hard for these interactions. Auto-time meaties or something? That's interesting. Oh, counter at 2D. Yeah, that's brutal. Try to go for the anti-air. Messed up. Again, trying to anti-air for our life. RubeePrison not getting it. That's allowed a lot of approaches. Big counter. I remember this is the damage build. Look at that. That is a very small combo. That is a small combo. It did so much. This could be a killing combo. Has to work against the burst though. There we go. And now it's all on RubeePrison to try and get some health back. But jump over with the close slash. We are tied 2-2. RubeePrison now possibly facing a character swap or build change. Can't just do it. We are tied 2-2. No changes in the builds. No changes in the methods. We're going for it. Either ones can do it. Dear Song, a level up from Xrd. Yeah, Xrd has some good ones. I really like Gimme a Break. Obviously, Rate the Fire. Break a Spell. Oh my god. Engage is pretty good. And what's that one that Bedman has? Does something count sheeps? Anyway, my goodness, what a round from Wheat. Again, the damage is high on that build. The Heading King is feeling a little evil. Oh my god, look at it. Again, the damage is high. It's so damn high on this build. But gets it. RubeePrison's going to be able to cash out. Keeping the gun on. Should be able to send you through the wall with the boom. And it kills. Oh my god. And we're going to the final game. Final round. Double Luigi. Does sheep count sheep? That's it. Yeah. That's it. Does sheep count sheep? That's a banger. That's a banger. Oh my god. 2H meaty hit. Leading to a big pickup in the corner. A lot of damage still. 2H is a massive damage starter. We gets denied with this XP. Been going too much for those bomb chocolas. And just like that, I think it's about to face death. Yeah, that's it. It's just like that. RubeePrison denies the reverse Rio with a perfect to boot heading to winners finals. Last week's champ. Well, last 2 weeks champ. Continuing the run. We got a first timer in the Strivelock top 8. Kaan with quite the build on Axel. That's a scary build. I'll get into that in a moment. And AERO returning second place champ. Well, not champ, but you know what I mean. Came second place with the damage based Sin. We also got a massive raid from V-Link. Thank you guys so much. Let me shout you out. V-Link, one of the members in the community. Do you still play Johnny? Is that still a thing for you, V-Link? I remember those days. I do. But it's interesting. Kaan is on the Axle. Yes. Kaan is on the Axle. And the build that Kaan is running is very curious. It's Lifesteal, it's Poison, and it's Chip and Health over time. Not over time, actually. It's something that makes the health bigger now that I think about it. However, that's Damage Sin. Damage Sin is a really good character at killing sustain, right? Because he basically does so much damage, your sustain doesn't matter as much, right? It can help. Damage Sin is very calculated. I like Damage Sin. But this is a very interesting Axel. It doesn't feel like you want to engage with him. We're going to call him Toxic Axel. That's what we'll call him. Oh, that's death. My god, what a way to start. AERO with the damage. Sin already up 1. Oh, Kaan. Is this the build? Is the Toxic Axel the way? Back in. We're up 1 to AERO. The scoreboard didn't update. Thank you, scoreboard. Love you for that. And this is looking very difficult for Kaan. Kaan said apparently recently focusing on the Mei. Wants to focus the Mei. But wanted to play this Axel build. Now, it's a very curious Axel build, I'll be honest. It's a very, very curious one. It's focused on damage, and of course, you know, everything else is damage. It just kind of just being annoying on blocking on hit, right? Poison over time, healing on every hit, chip damage on block. It makes sense. Axel is always getting that when he plays to his space. However, Sin, I kind of doesn't care about Axel zoning as much as you'd think, right? Has a lot of approach tools and has a lot of lockdown tools, so it's a little hard to play keep away against Sin. It really is. It's this bars. What? Gifted Oomph game and ended it with Dear Howdy, Kero, Bero, Ultra Zero. That's bars, yeah. Alternately, Jones is Canto. Jones! I remember Jones! Oh my god. That's a name I've not heard in a bit. Yeah, he was insane. Oh my god, the damage. Yeah, keep in mind, if Sin gets one hit here, it's death. It is death. Oh, no, dropped it! Not death! AERO just staggering away, gets the hit, but no follow-up. Gets the hit again, resets into throw. AERO with the damage in Sin. Looking to take the 1-1. Back to it! 2-0, and AERO just needs one more to take the dub. Not going to be easy though. As we know, Axel can be tricky. And again, this build does make it trickier. But it is very hard to keep a player like AERO out. That is for sure. AERO's a really good player. Oh my god, but look at the zoning. Ay, that was some good zoning that round. Yeah. When the zoning kicks in, my goodness, the healing, the chipping, oh, it's all good. Oh, Vena, you just noticed the titles, right? So if you've played Deadlock, there's two sides in Deadlock, right? There's the Hidden King, and then there's the Archmother, right? The Hidden King represents chaos and destruction, evil, right? Low-key evil. And the Archmother represents order, divinity, takeover, stuff like that. So it's your choice. What side do you pick? Are you a Hidden King or an Archmother fan? But AERO right now, representing the Archmother with that throw, just needs one more round to take the set. Yeah, I'm the evil king. No, I messed up. Oh, the overhead! The low! Not gonna get a laugh, that's goddamn. Oh. Aye, that's rough. That is rough. AERO gonna be taking the set 3-0. Damage Sin. Certainly for the win. Heading into losers top 8. Let me change that. It said winners for some reason. I love this thing. It's so laggy at times, I'm telling you. Yeah, so it's interesting, right? So we've got KaraKoi coming back, not representing the Leo or the Angie we'll see sometimes. Pure Axel, and we've got an interesting build to go alongside that. Chip damage and sustain, and some good stats over across the board. And of course, Vena, rocking the classic we know Vena for, the stall build, right? Having access to free jumps or 2 air dashes, and having access to faster ground speed allows for Vena to run away better, to play to resources, right? That's how Vena likes to play Asuka, likes to run about, make it difficult for you to catch him, and then try and set up the cubes or the staffs whenever you can get to it. So your only problem with this build is catching Vena. That is it. You just have to catch Vena. Once you've done it, he takes a lot of damage. But it's tough. It's not easy to catch Vena when he's on the move. But KaraKoi does have a good build. Just an overall solid build. I wouldn't say it's amazing. I wouldn't say it's busted. I'd just say it's good. And he's going to get a lot of value from it. As you can see here, look at the health. It went from 30% to 50% in the matter of one combo. That is a lot. Wow, good 5p. And you see how much the grounded speed is doing a ton for Vena. Like, just doing a run-up jump is allowing him to jump almost the entire stage, right? He's able to move quite a bit with just jumping. Nice, able to approach for the overhead. Jumping away, try to play it cool. Jumps back in, gets the hit. And again, the dash speed is allowing for a lot of easy follow-ups. Oh my god, see what I mean? The dash jumping is so huge. Like, Asuka can't do that normally. He genuinely cannot do that normally. It doesn't work out for him. My password is out of the box. Goes for the overhead, well staggered. Want to catch with the low, and just like you've got the corner unlocked. No meter to play about with. Oh, that's a huge jump and just sends the burst. Okay, not a bad idea. However, has to get out of the corner. And is able to do so. That's stall Asuka for you, baby. It is not easy to catch. It is not easy to catch. It's not easy, man. It's not easy. Oh, and that's dead. You're the knower. He's a knower. What does he know? Tell me, Ruby. What does he know? Oh, good counter at 2H. Chip damage coming into play there. Asuka losing a ton of health just from blocking. Good backdash on the throw. Ay ay ay. Ay ay ay. Decent hit. That's gonna break the mana. There you go, and that's it. Ooh, yeah, very nice play from KaraKoi. The Axel destruction is on display. Back to it, man. Back to it. KaraKoi able to steal the victory in those final moments there. But Vena opting to keep the same build. Happy with it. That's for sure. Happy with the build of just a ton of passive regen, a ton of passive abilities kicking in, and just feeling strong. Feeling strong. Able to stall. Able to run about. Oh, hey, good challenge for the 5k. Gets the JH. And keep in mind, no defense modifier means a lot of damage. Right? You already take a lot of damage with no mana, Asuka. Now you take even more. You take even more. Ay, ay, ay. What a combo. Just gaining so much value. Nice, sends the lightning cube. Able to get the pickup. Beautifully done through the wall. Goes for the 5p. Able to get some good spells as well. Those are very good lockdown tools. And the teleport to boot. Hey, left side. Wasn't ready for it. For the wall. Vena getting some good value here. Decides to back up. That backdash putting him outside the space of the 5p. That wouldn't happen normally. That would not happen normally. That's how buffed up the grounded speed is. Wow, my goodness. What is this? Able to play so high so you can't interrupt the setup. That is absurd. I did not think that was possible until right now. Jesus, man. Jesus, man. Look at the corner pressure. Through the wall. Is a permission? Good throw. The gold burst to send you back. Trying to play it cool, looking for the opening, but decides to play the background. Wants to jump about. Look at the stall! Look at the stall! How do you catch him? Oh, you wait till he's surrounded. Right, okay, but how do you catch him? What insane stalling. My good, and again, the dash jump takes him so far. Do you see that? Do you see how far it takes him? Flying to the skies, where Axel can't reach for the 2S hits. Massive. Able to get the combo, get the kill. KaraKoi up 2-0. I think we'll be saying goodbye to Vena very quickly unless the stalling starts to... Alright, here we go, back to it. Keep in mind, 2-0. KaraKoi only needs one more, and Vena is having a very, very difficult time trying to deal with the offense. The first one, to be honest? Yeah, that makes sense. I think if I was to play this, I'd play it in a way that makes me feel like I'm having a silly time, I guess. Which is why I like playing Air Dash Potemkin. It's silly, it's fun. 0 damage, 0 defense, Nago is fun, but I die in 1 hit, can't kill anything. That's fair. That's fair, you know. It's good to enhance your own playstyle, I think. That's something I do quite like about that. Oh, the throw! What's messed up is because of the health regen and life strike, Axel can win from here. Axel can genuinely win from here. Doi! Mana's back, able to tank quite a bit of damage, gets the overhead, but no follow-up. Put it into the blender, and Vena is so high up you can't do anything about it. Boy, sends you back with the burst. The 2S! Doesn't matter how high you up, man. Oh, the throw! And again, no mana. That means way more damage than usual. Ay, 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 man. Ay, 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 this build is killer. Oh, a little bit of lag there, but I think we're good to go. I think it was a spectator thing. Big 2D, cashing out with the corner pressure. This is where Vena's at his best. He has access to all of his mana, has access to some good cards, has his burst. The stall is very high from what we're able to see. However, KaraKoi can deny all that. Can't be too comfortable. That's right. No problem even if the world doesn't change. Hey! For the wall, no super. No super. Able to gain a lot though. The health regen might be a problem, that's why we're sending the super. Catching KaraKoi, going for some type of play. Don't know what though. Could have been a 5p, could have been a 2p, but it's still set point for big man KaraKoi. Out of the box! Hey, hey, hey! Oh, gets the close slash. Yeah, that could have been brutal. That could have been brutal. That was already some high damage from blocking. Hey, into the wall. Let me go through with the 5H, 40% dealt. That's rough. However, the health regen looking nice. Just healing up. Okay, a little funky. That tornado giving so much. Wait, Vena's getting a big combo here. Left side, right side. Looking to try and get some type of resources back quickly. However, still a bit scarce. Doesn't really want to get caught here. Good JD gets the 2D into the pickup. He's managed to take the health advantage. However, Axel is stealing it right back. Thank God Renson doesn't count as a hit. Otherwise, the lifesteal would be high. Jumps over the projectile, 6k, bring it out. This guy gets a combo, but not enough to kill. And the command grab cross bomba for the kill. Unfortunately, Vena has been knocked out, but KaraKoi with the Axel is going to be continuing on. As that sky should be high as we head back into losers top 8. Kero up against DavoPotato. This is a player I've been looking forward to seeing again because I like watching Nagoriyuki. He's a fun character. Mix that with Potato's playstyle of damage. He's opted for that when it comes to the build. Rocking chip, poison, and counter hit effectiveness. You cannot go wrong with the build of Nagoriyuki damage. Also got some sustain. Now, Kero here tend to run sustain, what's their name even? Testament, right? Tends to run a self-sustain testament. We've still got that, we've still got the chip, and we've still got the counter hit. Or is that positive bonus? I don't remember. However, we've got a new item there, and I can't tell what that is. It looks like some type of spiral. I'm assuming it gives good stats across the board. Yeah, what is that chip damage? That's Nagoriyuki, man. He already does chip damage, why not build up? Oh wait, okay, right back at you, my goodness. In fact, IML, you helped Kero with this build. Can you tell me what the top left item is? What is that again? Arbor? Wait, Arbor did that? Oh my god, you're right! That's a lot! Okay. Oh my god! Yeah, that's a lot of damage! Oh my goodness! Really opting to the full screen play. I don't know, I didn't help that build. Oh, okay. I was told that you were involved. Oh, Jesus. Yeah, open team free for me. If that'd be appreciated. But Kero already stealing the win, my goodness. A lot of damage on block from these two. Alright, back to it. So we got a better description for the build. Basically, it gives an overall boost to everything, right? I need to sneeze, give me a sec. Alright, I mute my mic for that. Sneeze. Okay, so it gives you an overall buff. So Kero's build is kind of a balanced, sustained chip build, right? So everything about Testament is good, and we're looking better, right? Can't go wrong with this build. It's just over. Oh my! Was that 60%? Was that 60% on a 5H? Yeah, alright, okay. Maybe the Nagoriyuki's builds we're talking about. Jesus Christ. That was a lot. So, yeah, Testament's build is very balanced with chip and life sustain. Can't go wrong. And that was a lot of damage from Nagoriyuki. That's a very scary build. When Nagoriyuki gets high blood, my goodness, do not get counter hitted. You will face the death for that. The chip on Reaper. Yeah, Reaper is insane. There's so much chip damage to be done by Testament. I like how everybody's talking about the chip and not the 5H just deleting 60%. Like, is that not insane? Is that not insane? Oh, approaches. The chomp! The bite of Strivelock 3! Chipping away. Aye. Jumps in. Staggering away. Look at that again! Look at the chip damage on. Oh, that's a cute! Oh my goodness, that did like 50, maybe 60%. Keep that in mind. There's no mods. Yeah, there's no mods on screen. Yeah, Rezi, there is not a single mod on screen. Yeah, I'm not even joking. That's just a bet. There is no mod on screen. Oh, playing the spacing. We're back to it, 1-1. Both these builds look deadly. I would love to see both these builds continue, but unfortunately we can only see one. Avoids it. Yeah, that's the overlay. That's the overlay for the tournament. Nice 2H. Gets the throw. Oh, do not get hit here. Aye, this will be devastating if we see counter. Oh, gets the hit, but unfortunately no follow-up because of the burst. Trying to hold the screen with the 5Hs. 2S to the 5H. Chipping away. Oh, good backdash. Oh, the Arbor catches. That's going to be death. Yeah, beautifully done. Kero with the corner just kind of steals the pressure from there. I like that. A little hop into nothing. That was a good play. You can see the tension as both players are just constantly jumping about, man. You really can. The counter hit on the Grave Reaper should be able to send you through, and that is beautifully done. Has the stain. Kero has so much set play in their favor, but the air throw, oh no. Oh, the super! Right back at you. Oh. What about Sim Diamond on block effect? That's the same block effect. Yeah, I've not touched that. Kero. Up 2-1, my goodness. Here we go, back to it, 2-1. Kero, the chip king, is doing very well, I would say. Again, getting so much damage off the chip. Kind of playing a game where it's like, if you're engaged with me in general, you're interacting with me in general, including blocking, it's just going to get worse for you. However, DavoPotato with a very precise build is waiting for those hits. Like a true samurai. Strike when the time is true and then look for the kill, but it's not working out for Davo. He's not getting his hits. And Kero's on set point. Poking away. Looking for a chance to get in, but I don't think it's going to happen. What a 2H! Oh, look at that. Chunking away. Good jump in, staggering away, able to build back some of that blood. However, it's very high. Using any option here will cause a pop. 2H! Look at the damage on that! That was 50%, I swear! Ay, ay, ay. Do not get counter hit by this build. It's not worth it. What a jump. Staggering away with a 5H's, my goodness. Nice bait. Didn't do anything. However, catches the anti-air. Using the Grave Reapers, gets the hit. Beyblade looking for a chip kill. Has to FD all of this, otherwise it's death in the 2K. A hit or chip, I'm not too sure, is what's going to do it for DavoPotato, keeping him alive. However, it's still set point to Kero. And Kero wants to hold the space, don't let him approach. Well aware what happens if Nago gets started. Yeah, like look at that. The 2K hit, and the 6H did more damage than the 2K that hit. Is that not insane? That's insane, right? Oh, the jump back! Oh, but misses the throw! Yeah, gonna get punished for that one. A lot of damage dealt here from Kero and also healed up. Does not look like Testament damage. It really doesn't. Maybe that's what she needs, man. Oh, sorry, they need. Oh, God. That's a counter hit star. Ugh! Hey, hits hard, bro. He hits hard. That was like a 4-hit combo. My goodness. You go up 2-2. Here we go. 2-2. Oh, we are starting with violence. And I was just saying, this form of Nago, like, it's very interesting. These two builds have are clear opposites in a lot of ways. When it comes to Testament, their build is very, very consistent. It's extremely consistent of a chip build because you're always blocking Testament and healing off of hits. You know, that does well, and you've always got the buffs of your build, which is boost stats. However, Nagoriyuki is not running a consistent build. DavoPotato is not running a consistent build, but if you get a counter hit, you win the game, right? Again, it's scarier than fighting a grappler. It really is. There it is! Look at that! That's so much damage! What the... Like, you guys get what I mean? That's scarier than Potemkin, man. Like, what the hell? That's 2 hits! Oh, no. Worst outcome for sure. I think we're gonna have to say goodbye to Kero. And DavoPotato hitting like a final boss. You put it best, PC Engine. My god. Heading a loser's. Here we are, lads. We are actually in losers top 6. KaraKoi back on it, but he wants to show off what I call the AERO build. This is a build that focuses on sustain and damage, right? It's really, really good. Basically, he's gonna heal like hell. And if he gets any hits, he heals even more. And back turn's going to do chip damage on block. It is scary. And we was testing with that. Really testing with that 4 buttons. Sick overlay, damn. Cheers, cheers, man. What side are you? Are you the head and king or are you the arch mother? Zal's broken? Fair. Zal is broken. I wonder what Zal looks like in this mode, bro. I ain't seen a Zal. Carved into stone. I'm going on my life. I'm a terrible liar. Forgive me, that's not the Octatrium. Top 5D. KaraKoi. Bringing it out with the Abrams Leo. Bum 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 bum. Swing the sword, swing the sword. Nice. Goes for the flash kick, however baited. And because that's damage Elphelt, you can't really throw out a flash kick safely. It doesn't go out well for you. Yeah, look how much happened because of that flash kick fail. Gotta keep that in mind. Gotta keep that in mind. You cannot be throwing flash kick against this character. You really can't. Backing up. Tries to approach, not gonna happen. Holding the screen space, but denied! Oh my goodness. What a throw. It baits the flash kick again. We just saw how it happens earlier. And flash kicks bait. Look at the damage. You cannot let that happen against damage Elphelt. You take way too much. Again! Again! Wheat knows how to bait a flash kick. Despite the fact flash kick is a great defensive tool, Wheat is used to it. So you've got to be smart about it. And KaraKoi is going to go up 1-0 because of it. Here we go. Back to it. As we saw, Wheat had a very, very easy time dealing with the flash kicks, I would say. currently having an easy time. But you have to keep in mind that Elphelt loses to flash kicks. On a lot of her pressure, it loses straight up. So she has to eat a ton of conditioning until she can let it rip. Oh, what hit? Aye. Boom boom, gets the hit. Time to go through the wall, and KaraKoi put into the back end. However, Sustain can't keep him alive. If he can get the hits, but no, went for Larry, and unfortunately gonna die for it. Hey Jemu, hope you're doing well. Is it Jemu? Genmu, sorry. Hey. Keep the pressure on. Weak, deciding to play cool. Approaches with the chip, but unfortunately nothing. Flash kick, oh no! That's gonna be a lot. Not another 6p poison damage. Weak damage is insanely high. This Elphelt is scary. I don't know how KaraKoi is gonna respond. Do you stick to the Leo build? We're heading back into it with a character swap, and we've got Air Dash Axel. Curious. So we've got a bit of sustain, a bit of healing, and a lot of resources to work with, and you do have more chip damage on block. However, not too sure how I feel about the double air dashes in this stalling. I don't know. What does Axel do with 3 jumps? What does Axel do with 2 air dashes? I wonder. Any Axel mains, tell me what you can do with 2 air dashes? Because I'm not seeing the vision right now. I really don't. Oh, overhead? Oh, not getting anything though. Oh, what a denial with the 6p. Health is super low. Yeah, and just like that, Wheat is on set point. Damage. Runaway, I guess. That's the only thing I can think of, yeah. Oh, big hit. However, keep in mind, because he's chose the double air dash and the triple jump, it means his damage is going to be a lot lower, despite the fact that that is some good damage, because Guilty Gear, not good damage of Team of 3, right? 2H on hit? Yeah, 2H on hit. Oh. Yeah, crazy. Crazy antics, bro, I'm telling you. Oh, gets the hit! Axel Bomba! Baited? Did we bait that? We bait that. Very nice. Jump the combo! Oh no! Oh no! Okay, good JP. Good JP. KaraKoi keeping himself alive. With a mere bit of health. That could have been so bad. That could have been so bad. Gets jumping. Bro, Axel sucks. No, you dropped the combo, bro. You dropped the combo. That ain't an Axel thing. Brother crumbled a little bit, but he's fine. He's bringing it back. Tornadoes. Approaching. Went for the top 5D, but unfortunately not going to get it. Another tornado for the lockdown. And Wheat is just looking to jump up there. And I have to take a phone call real quick. Give me a moment. Sorry. Sorry about that. That was my mother on the phone. She wanted to know if the terrapins have ate the grass. And for anybody that's wondering, it's these terrapins right now. No. Here. We set up some new Astro patch. That's all I wanted to say. But good stuff. Taking the game, KaraKoi. Alright, 2-1. No more distractions. We are here. And KaraKoi is bringing it back with the Axel. The Axel is doing wonders. Those turtles are indoor. They are certainly indoor. Like, if I do that, they're indoor, bro. They're so indoor. Why? War Mantis doesn't reach in this mode. Ah, but you must have a replacement, because this mode does give you better gravity, right? Like, you can do more? What was that? That was my turtles, bro. That was my turtles. Alright, get the kill, and Wheat is taking the advantage again. Set point, and these are the turtles, bro. There they are. They're very funny, you know? Alright, back to it! Turtle camp? Yeah, no, I've got turtles there for randoms. I wish I had a camp. That'd be so funny. Expensive, but funny. But Wheat's damage build is really kicking in. Gets the air hit, that's going to be a lot. Oh yeah, the gravity is slightly better. Like, there are some combos you can't, and you just won. Wheat just took the set 3-1 in a matter of mere moments. My goodness. Beautifully done. Here we go! We're back into it. DavoPotato up against Kaan. Going to be the Axel up against the counter hit damage Nagoriyuki. It just got swapped to... Yeah, headed for tomorrow. That's basically it. I'm happy, again, I'm happy that it's, like, he's still running tournaments. I was just upset to see GGST EMEA go. Like, that was a bit, like, Strive for Glory go. That was a... Oh, good denial. The back throw. Don't get hit. Don't get hit. Oh! DavoPotato off to an amazing start. Yeah, again, and has that burst advantage. I'm the heading king. Yeah. Do my head thing. Yeah. Oh my god, look at that. So much damage. Blood is low, by the way. Blood is low. That's a lot of damage for low blood. Good jump. Avoiding the chump. But the Beyblade to get in, that's death. DavoPotato with a violent start. Almost a completely different game from fighting Kero's Testament. Here we go! 1-0 to DavoPotato. And again, it almost feels like a different game. Low blood is allowing him to just get in and run offense. And Kaan is having a difficult time defending against this style of Nagoriyuki. And if he gets a counter hit, again, the damage is high. Whereas Kaan is just running an overall build of like, I better hit, and if I don't hit, it's okay. Good denial with the 2H. Pulls Yen for the 2K 2D, keep the pressure on, and decides to back up, and that blood is high. If Davo gets a counter hit, oh my god, look at that. Look at that, that's 2S5H. That's all he did there. That's all he did, he didn't do anything else. That was just 2S5H. Oh! I wonder how much that did. But we won't know because his health was low. Good blocks. Counter at 2S, that's a lot of damage coming in. Look at that. For a very small combo. Went for the overhead, but well defended. Oh, got the counter at 2S, but no combo. Blocking up. No anti-air, gets the back throw. This is bad. Chip damage galore, gets the hit, got still in it, rocket that chip damage, but the health sustain keeping Kaan alive. Super low though, gets a 2K2D, not enough to kill. Good tech. Oh, the 5H chip. Again, a brutal build of bruising. 2-0 to Dave. Yeah, back to it. I wish Kaan the best of luck, but I don't think it's going to be happening. This Nagoriyuki build is looking a little bit too scary for Axel, if I'm honest. Goes for the forward throw. Defends well, tap 5D, but no meter to follow up with. However, Nago can't really challenge, gets the 2H through the wall. Kaan got a really good round, but dropped the combo, ain't gonna matter, gets the hit. A little scarce. A little bit scarce, I'll be honest, but is able to get the dub and didn't have to give up the burst. Good block. Jumps in, gets the throw. That's a lot of damage on a throw. Not gonna get the far slash string, denied. Big throw. Another big throw. Oh, just sends it, but not gonna get the hit. Yeah, you could tell DavoPotato was waiting for his opportunity where he thinks a counter hit could come into play. And it's just playing it cool until it happens. Oh, that could have been it. Oh, the chip damage on that. Oh my god, that 2S did so much. Yeah, you're seeing it. The chip damage is coming into play. And denies it with the jump back slash. Okay, Kaan keeps himself alive. But keep in mind, if Davo got a single hit there, he was dead. 2-1. So the boss is looking somewhat beatable after taking a game. It looks doable. I don't know. It's still a scary matchup where any hit could lead to a death-defying scenario, and Kaan is so worried about it. Wait, you can answer things, bro. We're just telling you. Bro. This is a hobby, bro. You're telling. Oh, good denial with the 2K. 2S, 5H, that did so much. No counter hit, backdash catch, that's a lot of damage. Gets the bait. Oh god, the pressure. Oh, DavoPotato has the corner. That's so much chip there. Unfortunately, didn't get a hit, and Kaan is still alive. Hopefully, he can bring it back in. So much health back with these small hits here and there. Actually healing up to the point where he's over DavoPotato and has the advantage. Aye, does have a bar. I don't know what Axel could do with a meter besides going for a super RC, of course. That's advantageous against Nagoriyuki, but 2 bars will make it even better. Oh, the super! Wait, is that counter hit? Oh. Would counter hit super kill there? Chat, does anyone know? Would counter hit super kill there? That is scary. I hope not. Counter hit. Aye. Should be able to take it to the wall. Keeps the pressure on. 2k 6h for that chip. Sends you back. Gets the burst. Gets the hit. This is big. Oh no, on the bite. That's gonna let him do so much. Has the bar to keep the pressure on. Went with the close slash. Caught the jump. And you are dead, my friend. Nagoriyuki damage build. Hitting like a truck. Taking him a loser semis. Alright fellas, we're heading into it. Winners finals. AERO on the left with the damage sin, as we know. Hits like a truck, does not give a F word. And RubeePrison with the sustained poison build on Elphelt that hits so damn well and is hard to kill. Super good build. Oh, less XP. I also think she has increased positive bonus, so that's very scary to deal with. However, AERO are getting so much damage off the board. Damage Axel does, not Axel, Sin hits really hard. A throw does about like 15 to 20%. Overhead will do a chunk. Low will do a chunk. These small mixes turn into chunks of health bars disappearing. And that DP is gonna lead to your health disappearing. I'm not even gonna lie, if I was playing in this tournament and I wanted to take it really seriously, I would set up a build for if I was fighting a a flash kick fiend, right? Like if I'm fighting someone that knows that's gonna play Leo or has a DP, I would put increased counter hit in my build. I would do that. You know what I mean? Like the damage will just ramp. It just ramps as soon as you do it. Good 6p. Getting so much off of it. Left side, good blocks. Not gonna happen, but gets in with the elk and is able to get so much pressure on. Gets the throw, and the throw does a ton. AERO up 1-0 with the damage. Back to it, AERO up 1-0. Is looking fairly confident with the damage. Didn't mind being on the low health, I would say, because with this build, you're already kind of on lowish health. Like, you've got defend modifier of 1. So you really don't care if you're getting hit, because your goal is to hit before getting hit, right? And it's looking good. Nice. Try to poke away, gets the jump in, but denied with the 6p. RubeePrison getting so much off of it. Right side into the knockdown. Oh wow, just sent to DP. And that's gonna be a solid hit. I think that's death with the Tyrant barrel through the wall. AERO's damage build kicking in this time, unlike last time they fought. Keep in mind, last time they fought, RubeePrison was sitting grands, basically almost undefeated for the entire tournament. Elk. Good backdash on the close slash though, and that back throw's gonna lead to some healing and the corner. Oh! Through the wall. Hey. It will work out. Just go with what I feel, yeah. Yeah, this is the problem with fighting Elphelt. Not only is the build good, wall break super is terrifying. Not gonna die, but it's such a low health point, yeah, anything would kill, including the chip gunshot. Just shooting away. Holding the screen space, approaching, but keeps it cool. No, it doesn't matter if you go under, man. It chases. It chases. Nice, good hit. What a jump in. And look at the reward on this. Look at the reward. Damage sin. Mmm. Good block. Oh, the DP's baited. Oh no. Right side. Sending you back, and that should be death. Beautiful done, RubeePrison tying us up, not making it easy on AERO, who wanted to just steamroll it. Here we go, 1-1. Both players are looking pretty solid, I would say. A lot of back and forth, a lot of damage to boot. And now I'm going to see how it's going to pan out. Either one could take it, go up 2-1, but it does appear that the damage was kind of going back and forth until we got a nasty counter. It's so much off the table. Look at this, the corners and lock. So much dealt. Nice, massive counter hit. Yeah, that should be death. Yeah, AERO's build on Sin is so scary because he goes from doing something that does a decent bit of damage to actually hitting really hard. Right? That's it, right? Sin already does a decent bit. Let's just make him do launch season 4 damage. That's it. That's all this build does. And it's working. Strive explodes when you're in a VC. That's weird. That is so weird. Nice. Through the wall. RubeePrison striking back with a round of her own. Tying us up on game 3. And now we've got half a bar burst on each side. Utilizing it's going to be not too easy. But what a denial with the 2S. Using that neutral poke to full effect. And it's going to get 50%. Ay, 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 man. I can't help but say that. Just ay, ay, ay. Big throw. With the meter in the bag, should be able to get the kill and sends it. Ugh. Tyrant Rave. A 2-1 AERO. RubeePrison. Probably heading into it. AERO only needs one more. RubeePrison could make the comeback. So curious to see how it pans out. I keep reading FGC Raid as FGC Craig. Oh my god. Yeah, I don't blame you. It was like a whole thing that Kaleo started. It was like a movement to make FGC content creators raid other FGC content creators like that. And I was like, yeah, I'm down. But like, I don't stream enough. I mostly focus YouTube content. I don't really stream enough. I'd like to stream more, but like, I've not had the motivation, I'll be honest. I've not had that motivation to just stream, you know. Oh, good tech. Yeah, keep my arrows on set point. Backing up. Oh, gets the jump in. Overhead. Backing up, back it in. Let me begin. Looking for that hit and sends it. Overhead into the knockdown. Left side. Goes for the 2P. Gets that with the 2K 2D. Keep the pressure on with another 2K. But sends the burst to deny the bomb. Oh, what a backdash. Good reads from Ruby. And the double overhead to boot. You kill off that, right? No super. No meter in the back. Denial with the rifle though. Tied up. That was some good lipping offense. That was nice. Alright, back at you, Stormbreaker. Now there is one weakness to AERO's build. Of course, everybody's rocking some type of sustain, some type of healing over time. That is something that sucks for AERO. Unfortunately, there's nothing in her build that allows her to stay alive at low health. There's nothing that can keep that comeback in mind, and it's all about hard hitting. And because of that, you're seeing that RubeePrison's capitalizing, getting her down to low health, and then just putting her on chip. Final game! Will it be Damage Sin? Or will RubeePrison repeat history and head up with the Elphelt? Who knows? We're going to find out. The jumping about, man. Aye, aye, aye. Good jump in, keep the pressure on. Gets the throw. No, big trades. YRC right back at you. Oh, that's rough. Yeah, again, putting the bum blender. Time to go through the wall, and AERO is now again set point for the first time. We could be saying goodbye to AERO very soon, but keep in mind they'll still be alive in loser side. Just a bit of a tough run from here. Good hit. Yeah, and a lot of that. 40%, 50% even, my goodness. Good block, but went for the backdash. Wanted to make a read on the jab or the throw, but unfortunately gonna get caught. YRC into the corner, gets the overhead. And now you can stagger away, gets the throw. Now we've been seeing a lot of throw from AERO. Yeah, good backdash read into the burst. Beautifully done. Beautiful reads from RubeePrison, and I think she just won it, but no super! They get it! Oh, but gets him with the low. Unfortunately, AERO's gonna be in the loser side, but I wish her the best of luck. And RubeePrison heads to Grand yet again. Here we go. I need to swap the names apparently. Wheat versus DavoPotato. The counter hitting big damage Nagoriyuki up against the very peculiar damage Elphelt with a teeny bit of sustain. Teeny bit. Very different to the other Elphelt build, I'll say. Very, very different. Look at that chip, my goodness. Imagine you put chip on that build. That's all I'm saying. Look at much health. Oh, that's a counter at 2S. Ugh, chomping. Aye. Oh, counter hit 6k. Oh no. Into the super. No super. Wants the 2 bars for neutral, like, presence. Boy. Look at the chip. That sustain ain't gonna save you forever, but the chip would normally kill here, but it's not. 1 HP keeps putting him back in the threshold. And what is XP? DavoPotato with the build of a lifetime, just chunking away. So if you guys don't know, you don't die to chip damage immediately. If you're on 1 HP, then you'll die on chip damage. So if you have 2 HP, the chip will put you on 1. And then the next hit will kill you. However, because of the sustain build, giving you 1 HP per like second or something like that, I don't know, it's very minuscule for a small amount of healing, right? It's always taking them out the threshold to not die, and then being the threshold to die, and then being the threshold to not die. So we's kinda got a decent build against the chip. That much is known. Oh, good jump back. Stuck in the corner. 2KS, 5H, jumps in, gets the back throw, high blood, don't get counter hit. Oh! That's a lot! Went for the double 5P, unfortunately ducked in the second one because of the FD pushback. Overhead, clean hits. Oh, through the wall, not gonna kill, however, DavoPotato does have a bar, could use it for the escape here, but needs to be smart. YRC! And we're chipping! Is that a bait? Oh my god, DavoPotato with the bait, hitting like a goddamn truck. What a hype Nago build, and what a hype Elphelt build. Very fun build to watch. Back to it. Now, there's one thing I want to note about DavoPotato's build that's very curious. If you guys don't know, in training, you can't set the bot to get counter hit. So you can't test how much damage counter hits are going to do. So DavoPotato is probably finding out a lot of this mid-game. You know what I mean? Like, he's finding out how much damage he can do mid-tournament, which is kind of a crappy feeling, but it's also a good one, because that dopamine must kick in every time he gets a 2H. What a jump out, but unfortunately not going to be safe. Stuck in the blender of Elphelt. Beautifully done from Wheat. What you expect when we get started, honestly. Backing up. Do we back it in? Let me begin. Oh, counter at far slash. Again, not a lot of damage as the far slash string, you know. 6H, that was a normal hit. However, the blood was at 3, so of course it's going to hit hard. Of course. Mess with the 2H, but still fine. Good deflect. Able to get the whiff punish. Oh god. Keep the pressure on. Worrying about that meter. Wheat is fantastic at representing that super as a defensive option against the close slash anti-air. Nagoriyuki's close slash. One of the nicest anti-airs when it comes to being a very fast proximity normal. Melee is up there, but Nago is also up there. Gets way more damage. Oh my god. Wheat starting off the round with violence. Gets another clean hit. I think that... No, not death. The blood is too low. Still tanky. Still tanky. However, DavoPotato not in a good situation. Does have passive health regen. So could get that health back. Gets the first slash counter hit. This is brutal. Oh, gold burst. Wait, this is actually amazing. For Wheat to steal it back. And just like that, we're tied 1-1. The gun. Steal. Back to it! 1-1. The builds are doing fantastically for both players. This is what I like. Whenever it's like both players going back and forth, we already like that in a Strive set. But we see it go back and forth in terms of builds as well, right? We're really seeing how effective they can both be. And with a build like Wheat's, you don't see how effective it is until you realize that, like, oh, you died. Oh my god, that's what I mean, man. When it comes to Wheat, you don't realize how effective the build is until you realize the round went by in 20 seconds. You know what I mean? Whereas for Davo, you don't see that effectiveness unless it's those few sparing moments that just are beautiful to watch. Big 5H. Oh, no counter on the deflect. Unfortunately gets pushed back. Try hold the ground. Jumps in, gets hit. The jump out. Like, oh my god, stuck in the blender. Needs to try and escape from it, otherwise it's going to keep going on. The risk is getting higher. That's a factor we've not talked about in a bit. The risk is building up. Yeah, gonna get the hit for the kill. Wheat tying us up. Oh, wait, big strong hit gets started, but no follow up. Oh, another big trade. Gets the counter hit. Aye, damage very high for that one. Oh, another big hit, but unfortunately no follow-up. We're both trading. We are trading like hell. Back it up. Back it in. Oh, Shimiya gets the hit, and that's going to be Death DavoPotato up 2-1 against Wee. Yeah, no, this is scary, bro. This is scary, man. Alright, back to it. Dave only needs one more to take the set. However, Wheat, not going to make it easy. We've seen Wheat win many a tournaments of the Pandemonium. Right? I wouldn't be shocked if Wheat is able to take Strivelock. Sends the burst. Tries to keep the pressure on, decides to back up, holding that screen space. Oh, big 5H. And just blocking out. Massive counter to us. Again, massive damage all across the board. Did not get hit by this man. Oh, what a jump in. YRC to defend, gets the 2S, sends it back. Wheat looking for an avenue of approach. However, it's very awkward with these big buttons. He's able to hold so much space. But what a denial. Wheat's able to get in. Bomb, left side. Wheat is bringing it back. Oh yeah, does anyone know when top 8 starts for GGST tomorrow? Is it like 8 in the morning? Wait, what a 6B. For the vault. So much damage dealt, 50%. Oh, the overhead, just to bring you down to her. The chomp! You've got a bar. It starts in 11 hours and 14 minutes, so 8 in the morning. Lovely. Is it 8? No, it's 6 in the morning. Lovely. Oh, didn't mean that! Oh, is we gonna pay for that? Is that a bait? Can Dave bait it? Oh, it's a bait! But it's not a good one. No, it's a... Wait. Oh, for you that is. Oh, okay. Yeah, no, that was rough for Wheat. I don't think Wheat meant to press all 4 buttons. I think that was a genuine accident. That's not so bad. I've been thinking about it. I'm like, dude, these tournaments have been started like 6 in the morning, 2 in the morning. I'm like, oh my god. Like, who wants to wake up and watch Guilty Gear? like, waking up in the morning, that's for, like, looking at shorts, or that's for, like, watching an analysis, right? It's not for watching sets. That's for sure. But we bring it back. Oh, and for anyone that doesn't know, tap 5D is neutral on hit. So it's an RPS, and Davo played well into it. Oh god, the pressure's on. Has to think about that bar, however, doesn't bite. Wheat holds onto it like a madman. And we're tied up 2-2-2. Alright, 2-2. Either man's game. Will it be the bladed samurai or will it be the gunned idol? Who knows? But the blood is high. That means Nagoriyuki takes a ton of damage. Funky cell. Good blocks, not getting opened up. But the throw's gonna do it. Blood is high, so that OTG's gonna kill. DavoPotato face an elimination. Will we steal it? Good jump in. Right side. Through the wall, very nice. The health is getting really low for Davo. The chomp's going to bring back some of that health, and of course the health regen he's got. However, he needs to find a hit if he wants to start the comeback, and Wheat is defending well, and we know Wheat's great at using super as a defensive option. So Davo, playing patient, is getting him caught. Pretty rough. Blocking, good deflect. 5H, nothing of it though. Approaching, watching out for the meter. Goes for the chomp, not giving a damn about the meter anymore. Oh, the shimmy! Oh, the jumping. That may kill, but it's a drop! The weird gravity messed with Wheat. But Wheat into the throw, into the OTG. Not going to be enough to kill. Level 2 blood. YRC baited! And Wheat is going to be heading to losers finals to face AERO. AERO has the Elphelt gauntlet. Here we are, lads, tied up in losers finals. We're going to see who's going to be the one to take this set to head in the grand and face RubeePrison. The ever-present Elphelt and Strivelock right now. That's funny. The players were just sending a DM saying, yeah, I don't want to fight Elphelt anyway, and the match wasn't working. But it is now, and Wheat is not doing well, bro. It's our World War II dictator bracket, leave me alone. Yeah, not gonna lie. These are some nasty seedings today, and I didn't even set it up to be last one. I'm gonna be real. Like Vena getting all the axles, that's rough. AERO getting all the Elphelts, that's rough. Would have been another Elphelt, by the way. Unfortunately, she DQ'd, I think. Yeah, we would have had to fight an Elphelt day, set 1. Very insane bracket today. Oh, we getting so much off of this. Wall break? No super though. Unfortunately, no super, but does have a ton of leeway for that final hit. Send back that smoke Elphelt. I suppose in the interactions it matters, just not here. We up 1-0. Here we go! Back into it, 1-0. Carrot Nago fun. That's what I'm saying, RubeePrison. That's what I'm saying. I'm talking about the thumbnail. And I'm saying I think I want to put Nagoriyuki on it. Fun belt to witness today. I felt like that was the highlight belt for me at least. That and Kero's. And Wheat's belt was just overall good. Same with AERO. I wouldn't mind doing either of them. But RubeePrison taking last week's, and we already put her belt on the thumbnail last time. I think it's fair enough to put someone else's belt on. That's if she wins it, to be fair. This is the mindset I'm thinking, oh, she's going to win it. She is sitting in grands. It is possible. But she does have 2 tough contenders to wait for between these two. And Wheat, after a rough start, is able to get the kill. No, don't follow up on the peak driver because he can't. And she's going to get in and get the kill. No. Yeah, okay, there we go. Good 6p for the kill. AERO taking her first round. Nice. God, that's so much. This is what I mean by Elphelt does so much when you put poison on her. Like, it makes sense to put poison on Elphelt. It doesn't make sense to put on a character like, you know, Who had it before? Yeah, Slayer. It just doesn't. It doesn't. You put counter hit on Slayer, you know. You put counter hit, overall damage, and maybe some sustain, right? You do not put poison on Slayer. He gains nothing out of it. Oh, big throw. Another big throw. Good tech. Trying to escape the corner, but AERO's really keeping it on, digging in. What a 6-speed. With the bomb jacket? Okay, this is brutal. This is brutal. You just gotta have to defend. Oh, it goes boom boom! And the gunshot, I got the kill. AERO. Unfortunately, down 2 games, as we only need 1 more to go. Potentially final game here. We only need 1 more, and AERO is about to face elimination. I don't know how I feel about an Elphelt Grands. That seems very silly. Like, have you ever played an Elphelt Grands? For $10 on the line? That's what's on the line, ladies and gentlemen. That's what's on the line. Good pressure being put on with the normals. Goes for the throw, but well tacked. What an anti-air with the 6-speed. Right side. Big counter at 2D. JD even. Again, so much off of that. Look at that. Bomb jacket applied. What do we do with it? We're going low, going overhead. Well defended. And AERO just looking to fight back. Big shimmy. Massive shimmy. No anti-air. That's going to cost them. Now she's stuck in the corner. And Wheat's got the corner as well. Gets the 6P into death. And that is set point for Wheat. AERO, it's not looking good for you. How are you going to respond? What is your game plan? Try and play poke game with 2S. Not a bad idea. 2S is a pretty good disjoint normal. However, it can be a bit difficult to use against somebody that's been using a lot of aerial movement. Like Wheat. Wheat has done a ton of that. You're not dead, but really low. Really, really, really low. Oh, does that whiff punish? No way. No way. What? That block punished? Oh my god. Wheat is going to be given us the Elphelt Grand Finals mirror. Oh my god. Here we are. We are continuing on to the final set. Grand Finals. RubeePrison versus Wheat. The run back from winner's side. The Elphelt mirror. My goodness. You'd think this character was busted. But she ain't, bro. Hero free enhances the players. It is insane. We're already seeing an amazing start from RubeePrison. Keep in mind, she is sitting in Grand Finals for a reason. Didn't mean to do all those buttons. My assumption is that Wheat is used to doing all the buttons for the RC and is getting that instead. Is getting the tag mechanic of 3v3. I think it's really messing them up. Left side. Gets the hit through the wall. What a 6P. Yeah, this has became a bit of a 6P fiesta right now, isn't it? Oh, good jump in. Wheat with the right. Gets the other 6P. My goodness. Yeah, this is a 6P fiesta, man. My goodness. Muffin running. Backing up. Takes the shot. Gets the hit. Decent combo. With the knockdown, is able to run it right side. No combo. Big denial. Keep the pressure on. Oh, the throw. Yeah, I think that may be death. Yeah, beautiful 6H. And just like that, Wheat is striking back at Ruby. And it's going to go a 1-0. Will it be a repeating of history where it goes down final game, Ruby takes it? Or will Wheat get the run back, get the reset? Don't know yet. Alright, back into it. Score isn't updated, but Wheat's up 1. It's been looking fantastic in the run back so far. RubeePrison has also been looking good, but it's certainly having a little bit of a tougher time from the fighter that emerged from loser side. Oh my god, back and forth shooting. Call this the shooting range matchup. Good escape from the corner, the burst, the deny. Right side representing the 2P, but unfortunately not getting anything. Wheat is able to capitalize, get the corner, whip the pressure on, and the sustain build. Doing a decent job keeping Ruby at a healthy point. Not having to worry just yet about being near death's door. Whereas Wheat's sustain, definitely not on that level. Not there. Like, look at that. You did all that damage, and then 1 6p later, it's gone. Like, that is how good the sustain build is. Oh, the overhead! Yeah, that's it. No TG? We'll take the left, right, I guess. My goodness. 1-1. That was fairly quick. Back to it. We're 1-1. RubeePrison was able to take that very quickly, but I don't know how it's going to pan out from here. The mirror does appear like anybody can win any time, so it's not as simple as like, oh yeah, Ruby's going to take it. We's going to take it. It just feels very scrambly. Like, we're both playing for interactions, we know our danger zones, let's just go for it. And that's what we've been seeing a ton of. Oh my god, through the wall? Yeah, nice round from me, my goodness. Good denial. With the 6p, able to get a lot off that. I would like a 6p counter for this set. Oh, good hit. Off the knockdown, keep the pressure on, well defended, not getting opened up. We's okay with that, but another beautiful 6p. Deny the airspace, but the /2 deny it right back at ya. RubeePrison stuck in the blender, getting opened up slowly but surely. Unfortunate. Last hit of that JD. Doesn't give anything. If JD connects, it's fine. But the last hit connecting the way it did on that backdash, it's not good. It's really not good. Good knockdown. Playing it cool. Going for the shooty bang bangs. The big trade. It's working out for Wheat. But RubeePrison defending well enough to strike back. Knockdown. Same side. Right side. Well defended. Not getting opened up. But right back at you in the Rika Central. But the burst to deny. RubeePrison really doesn't want to lose this round, doing everything she can. However, Wheat is just denying the space, not letting the approach happen. Oh, wait. Try to bait burst, baits it. Yeah, that's death because of the poison. It does so much. 2-1 at RubeePrison. She is sitting on set point 1. Back to it. One game. RubeePrison needs one to take this set and become a 2-time champion back to back. That is the goal for RubeePrison. However, Wheat, not an easy customer to defeat. Really not easy to beat that. And so far, it is looking good for Ruby, but Wheat is able to turn the tides, keep the pressure on. Good backdash BRC, however, nothing of it. For anyone that doesn't know, backdash BRC is a hard counter to Elphelt's Rika nonsense. However, Ruby's able to steal it right back. Beautifully done. Set point. Will she take the set? What, jump in? Just start with violence. Yeah, looking at these two builds, you're like, they're both good builds. But if I was in the mind of like, I want to be healthy and fine, you take Ruby's build every time. You really do. Like, it doesn't matter how much damage you do to her, because she's just going to build back up, you know? Oi, 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 gets that. Needs one more good hit for the finale, but Wheat's not letting it happen. Shooting away, gets the airspace. Beautiful counter hit, able to confirm with the bomb jacket. The bomb chakala. We're staggering away. Wheat is just waiting for an opening. YRC. Oh, the 6p to deny. Wheat is going to get so much off this. The reset gets the jump back, and oh my god, the comeback is on. Still tournament point for RubeePrison. She's gonna take $10 if this continues. So much on the line. The air throw! Good 6p, jumps in. Getting a lot of damage off this. Not gonna go through the wall, right side. Well defended. RubeePrison gets caught by the low. Very tricky Rekka sequence there, you know. Oh, the backdash catch! Okay, Wheat's not out of it yet. We're going to game number 5. Amazing call-outs on the defensive plays. Game number 5, we have an emergency. Wheat is feeling some major pain in his hand right now. A little numbness. And he's like, dude, I hit a major artery. And we're like, what? He's like, no, not really. But like, my hand is hurting. So I'll tell mom after the set. I'm like, what the? Okay, whatever. Go crazy, I guess. Really wants those $10. That's all I'm saying. Really wants the $10. But RubeePrison, strike it back. Set point yet again for RubeePrison. Yeah, it's still a 50-50 on Blitz, but it's just insane to think how much defense went down so much from XR to Strive. And I don't like XR as a game. It's not a game I enjoy. I just don't like it. But defense just got hit so hard in this game. It is insane. Like, insta-blocks is just not the same. FDs are just not the same. Guard crushing destroys chicken blocking or just fuzzy defense. It's wild. But we striking back, just needs one more hit, gets out the bomb, and we're going to a double game. A final round, final game. Double Luigi, who is going to take the set, I do not know. But one will take the tournament and the other one will reset it with a sore hand, my goodness. But RubeePrison already off to the races, oh my goodness. Aye. No follow-ups, keep the pressure on. Wow, 6 feet. Double overhead, well defended. Should be able to punish that. Name meter on the side of RubeePrison, so that's going to be a lot on Wheat's side. Keep in mind, Wheat does hit way harder than Rubie does. Yeah, and that's why we're at the sell point that we're at. However, Rubie does have the slight sustain. Oh, what hit! That's enough! And Wheat is just reset the bracket. What the? So a little bit of news, we will not have a reset. Wheat has been declared the winner of today's bracket. Rubie has decided not to play the reset and is going to give it to Wheat. Very unfortunate because, again, it was close. There was a lot of good back and forth and there was just a moment where Wheat was just able to steal it back. But it is what it is. In those final games, it can be brutal. But Wheat, well done with the injury. We'll be taking Strivelock free, and I hope you guys enjoyed. Peace.